So the real conflict here is between common sense and idiocy. And, you know, to use race as a mechanism to obtain power and position, I think is really quite shameful.
There'll be no end to the demands of these racial rabble-rousers. I'm talking hundreds of billions, if not trillions in new spending.
I appeal to the American people to stop listening to the foolishness and use your brain and believe what you see and what you feel. You know, America is full of very good people. The vast majority of Americans are decent individuals. They will extend a helping hand to anyone who is in need, including their neighbors. They don't ask if you're a Democrat or Republican. But we have a political class and a media that does nothing but specialize in stirring up anger and stirring up resentment. And I guess that makes them feel powerful and makes them feel needed. I would appeal to them to maybe listen to their better angels.
What is the most important part of your identity?
Human being, I think. Not really think, I know.
What is the most important part of your identity?
My identity as an American.
Being an American.
You know, this is a time when we can make tremendous progress. Everybody's talking about unity and working together. Let's actually do that. We create our own problems, and we are going to be the ones who destroy this country if we continue to listen to the purveyors of division and hatred. It's in our hands, the people.
So we're supposed to feel guilty if we look down at our skin color and say, oh my goodness, I'm white. Or, good night, I'm in a bind. Why are you in a bind? I'm black. I'm in a bind. I'm black. People have been mean to me. I'm white. People have been mean to me. And we argue about that. I tell you, it's almost like little children. He's white. I'm like, I didn't do that. I just came out that way.
Well, it's pretty amazing how people try to frame everything racially and how they create divisions among our society. You know, I grew up in the 50s and 60s, and I can tell you what real racism was like. It was an everyday event. The world is very different here in America right now. And, you know, to use race as a mechanism to obtain power and position, I think is really quite shameful. And in fact, race relationships have deteriorated. Why have they deteriorated? Because of the great emphasis trying to create white guilt and black victimhood. Those are two very bad things, and when you put them together, it results in some policies that absolutely make no sense. So the real conflict here is between common sense and idiocy. That's what's really going on.
Now, according to Nancy Pelosi, she says people are going to do what people are going to do. It's just, this is where we're at in America today.
When Nancy Pelosi forgives the lawlessness that's happening in this country, it shows that she's been there too long, she's tired, and she continues to show why I strongly believe in term limits.
There'll be no end to the demands of these racial rabble-rousers. I'm talking hundreds of billions, if not trillions in new spending.
I mean, this is the niceties and the political correctness that is happening with people that aren't saying anything is wrong. It's wrong for our children. It's wrong for our grandchildren. It's wrong for our future.
For decades, radical academics have been teaching students to believe that white privilege is a greater threat to us than the CCP, Islamic terror, the former Soviet Union, unemployment, and certainly any virus.
Obviously, we want to change that dynamic. We need to work on the policies that will allow that to be done. And I hope that this administration, rather than feeling the need to point fingers, will utilize some of the gains that we made, capitalize upon those, and make more progress.